Welcome to the Dumpster Rental Systems training video series. Today we will walk you through how to create a new tonnage box for charging customers or including a minimum amount. By default, all new accounts contain two boxes, one called Total Tonnage here on the dispatch screen, and you get to this area by navigating to dispatch, clicking on a day on the calendar that shows an order, and then hitting these drop-down arrows to access these options. The total tonnage box, and then we have the tonnage overage box. The total tonnage box doesn't do anything. It doesn't have any functionality. It's just there for your records to include the total tonnage. And it might be a good practice just to make sure that no mistakes are made. On an account, you could go back and reference it to know what the total tonnage amount is. The tonnage overage was created with no amount included. It was just meant for you to be able to come in here and type whatever you need to charge the customer, apply it, and then hit save. So this could work best for your operations, but I've helped some clients set up 3 or 4 different boxes depending upon their needs. Some customers wanted a 10-yard tonnage, 15-yard tonnage, and 20-yard tonnage. That way it would do the math for them and include all the different amounts of included tons for those specific dumpsters in your inventory. So I'll walk you through how to do it and how to add more boxes to this section. To start, we're going to click on Admin. We will go to Order Config and then click Order Options. I like to make life simple and just copy some of the existing ones and then modify it because these already have the fields that we need filled in. So I'm going to use the blue and yellow over here for the copy button. The important fields is that it needs to be in the group CRM event, and the scope needs to say web and driver app because we do want it to appear in the driver application just to make your life easier for your drivers or employees. Here I will just use 13-yard dumpster, and I'm copying this name because this field name needs to match in a different area because the system needs to know what rules do I apply to which box. This is how we tell it to do that. So I'm copying the name, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit submit. Once that is done, I need to come over to the rules area and then click general rule sets. Normally we set this up for you, so if you would like us to, you can just let us know what you need done if you have any issues with this, but I did want to show everybody where it's located and how to get into it, especially if you need to make any changes. So next we'll click on the adjustments. The adjustments contains stuff such as your travel fees, tax rate, if you ever need to come in here and change any of that information. Okay, so here we see our boxes. This is the one for tonnage overage. We're making a new one, but I need to make sure the field name matches. This would not work because that is not what I named it. I actually spelled out the word yard. So I just want to make sure that the field name matches the exact name of the order option that I just created. Next, we have our minimum unit. Does my 13-yard dumpster include any tonnage? In this example, let's say that it includes 1 ton. Then we have our rounding unit. So usually we set it to round up to the nearest hundredth. So if someone typed in 2.45 tons, this would not round. But if I did 2.455, this would then round up to 2.46. You can round it any way that you need to. You could round it to the 10th or just to the whole ton. It just depends on how you do your pricing. Next, we have the unit cost. So this is our cost per ton. Let's just go ahead and say that that's $40. The last box, this is how you decide how this will appear on a customer's invoice. And you're welcome to customize this however you would like. Some customers would like to see the amount per ton. So I could come in here and write that. And we will write out tons. It is important to note that any changes you make in this area will only apply to new orders going forward. The reason for that is that if you do make a change, maybe to your tax rate or the dump that you're going to increases their cost of tonnage, we do not want all of your orders to update retroactively. they're already over and done with, they've already been paid. All of a sudden, if the price changes, now you have an accounting issue where all of your orders either show under or overpaid, depending upon what happened. But now that I've got this all set up, I'm just going to go ahead and click Submit. If I go back to the dispatch screen, I'll hit our drop-down arrows. We now see our new box for 13-yard dumpster. And this would be a 13-yard dumpster tonnage. You're just welcome to go back and change the name under Order Config, Order Options. But if you update the name in this area, just make sure that you go back to the rules, general rule sets, and adjustments to update it in both places, just that way that the names match. So I hope that helps you create new tonnage boxes. Once again, you're welcome to send us an email to support@eventrentalsystems.com and we can help you add it if needed. And in the next video, we will help you out with applying tonnage cost and show you some different options for that.